your neighbor or as an Israelite, you can cover a multitude of sins. You think it's not important? So anyone that's telling you that feel that these scriptures are wrong, then what are they doing? If they tell you that this is wrong in the spirit to be dealing with teaching because they want everybody to be mean-spirited and have no love for your brother, then what are they doing? Setting you up for what? For what? If you say do it, this is what you're supposed to do, and they say they don't really cover this, they don't deal with this spirit to show you that charity, love will cover a multitude of sins, and you going out there against your brother, against your sister, they set you up for what? For failure, first and foremost, and hell. Straight up. Because how you going to be together, put it like this, how you going to be in that line when the judgment is coming, and you sitting up there with all this hatred that you done spewed against who the Most High said, Jacob have I loved. You see? And what if it's one of them little ones? Or an angel that's here that you don't even know. You just think, oh, everybody's the same, everything is the same and all that. You say, beware, some have entertained angels unawares. Or that little one, see, might as well tie a noose around your neck and a big millstone and cast it to the sea to mess with one of the little ones. You can determine who that is? No, nobody, man can't determine who that is. You can say, okay, well, however it is that the Most High have anyone on this earth, we'd have been in a long time, somebody gonna come in that last hour, man, and receive the same benefit or even more, as it is written. Because the Most High said it. So we can't make that judge. We not qualified to make that judge. Because we know in part and prophesy in part. You see? But men make that judge. If you anybody that make that judge like that, man, it's like setting people up. We cast it to the lake of fire. This say charity, which is love bring charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. You show love to your brother, show love to your people. You must check out Shai said, we done to the least of them our brethren. You gave them something, he gave them just things that you do for your brethren. That, he said, you done it unto me. You see? Spiritually, you did it unto him. When you look at, I got to do this, that's why I read on. You can see he's going to go a little deeper into it too. Read, verse 9.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 9. Use hospitality one to another without grudging.
Yeah, we're supposed to be hospitable to each other, one to another without grudging, you know, and even so much more those that you don't even know. Because you do it to your brother gonna repay you back some way. That's not, you know, that much in the eyes of the Most High. When you do it to someone that you know can't pay you back. That's a great thing in the eyes of the Most High. Look at verse 17.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
There it is. So you can be in that line, man. It says the time gonna come that judgment gonna begin at the family of the Most High. With us, we the children of Israel. Read.
And if it first begin at us.
So it first begin at us. Read.
What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
Yeah. What's going to be the end of them that obey not? That's disobedient. That's breaking the laws of the gospel of the Most High. That don't want to hear this. Read.
And that the righteous scarcely be saved.
He said, If the righteous, what?
And if the righteous scarcely be
The
saved,
righteous, the one that's doing what's right, the one that's obedient, gonna be scarcely saved, barely saved. Read.
where shall the unrighteous and the sinner appear?
And where shall the unrighteous and the sinner appear, man? If the righteous scarcely gonna be saved, what? What? Read.
Where shall the unrighteous and the sinner appear?
Yeah, where shall the unrighteous and the sinner appear, man? Go back to Galatians 5 and 23.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 23. Meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law.
Well, let's read verse 22.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law.
Because you're going to be doing what the Most High said. There's no law because we started with love, right? Which is love the Most High with all their heart, body, soul, and strength, and love thy neighbor as thyself. So all 613 laws are based upon those two principles. How we serve the Most High and how we serve each other. Now, verse 14.
Galatians chapter 5, verse 14. But Most High forbid.
No, Galatians 5 and 14.
Oh, Slakia. Galatians chapter 5, verse 14. For all the law is fulfilled in one word.
See, all the laws fulfilled in one word. What is that? Read.
Even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
You see, the Most High knew that the hardest problem we would have would be following this. So that's why he say all the laws fulfilled in one word. Even this, thou shalt love your neighbor as yourself. You see, because you know people gonna call on God. They always say God. They love God. God this, God that, or Jesus, whatever name they use. But to love thy neighbor as thyself, which is just important as loving the Most High. That's why I say all the laws fulfilled in this. Read.
But if ye bite and devour one another.
But if we bite and devour one another, read.
Take heed that ye be not consumed one of another.
Yeah. We're going to be consumed one of another. Because we're going to all the time be dissecting each other and biting and, not even knowing people and just coming up with all kind of accusations against them, assuming, without even asking questions concerning the person. You can't do that. That's biting and devouring someone. So take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. Read.
This I say then, walk in the Spirit.
He said, hey, walk in the Spirit. This ain't no formality. Some people just going through, you learn, you go to school, you learn what you got to deal with to pass the test, and you think that's all this is. No, to walk in the Spirit, you got to be spiritual. We done went through walking in the Spirit before we going into the flesh. Walk in the Spirit. Read the law of the Spirit. People don't know nothing about that. Enough about that, I'll say. Read.
And ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Yeah, if you walk in the Spirit, then you'll think about what's right according to the laws of the Most High before you start operating in the flesh. You see? Go ahead.
For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit.
See, the flesh lusted against the Spirit. That's why he say walk in the Spirit. Because the flesh, your carnal mind is lusting against your spiritual mind that's thinking about what's right according to the Most High and His laws, statutes, commandments. Read.
And the spirit against the
And the
flesh.
spirit against the flesh. You know, that's like they show that sign. He saw, no, he got that little angel on the right side. Be saying, don't do that. That's wrong. Don't do it. Oh, don't listen to him. Shoot, you gonna have some fun. You gonna enjoy yourself. You know, or don't listen to him. He don't know what he's talking about. I've been with you all this time. You know, you always listen to me. Why you gonna listen to him? Don't listen to him. He's gonna get you thrown in the lake of fire. Don't listen to him. Shoot, we gotta live now. You gotta live for now. Better not do it. You're gonna be jacked up. Most psycho jack you up. Go ahead.
And these are contrary the one to another.
Just like you just heard. I gave you an example of it. They contrary the one to another. To the other. Read.
So that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Yeah, you can't do the things you will because you allow the flesh overtake the spirit. That's why I work hard to look at the spirit, and even though the flesh wants to do something and deny the flesh, with the spirit overtaking, where they're going to tell you the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak. So let your flesh become strong to overcome these things that we're going to go through so that the spirit can be strong. You see? Read. And don't just use it as an example. You can't use it as an example as to say, well, this is my reason why I can do it, because it says the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak. Like, but say a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again. So you're going to keep on being wicked? And then going to go to its complete number of times. No, man, you got to be obedient. You got to work to do what it said. This I say then in verse 16. Walk in what? The Spirit. The Spirit. That's what was told us. Read.
Verse 18. But ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law.
You know why it says that? If you be led of the Spirit, you're not under the law. You know why? Because you're going to be following what the Most High said we should do concerning His rules and regulations, His laws, statutes, commandments. You understand?